Hey, let's talk about the running stitch. So I just have felt, and I have embroidery floss that's got a big old knot on the end of it, and I have a thick needle that is about the right size for the embroidery floss and the felt. Thick needle goes with thick thread, goes with thick fabric, okay? Thin needle, thinner thread, thinner fabric, okay? So I have my needle. I'm going to come up and I'm going to call the back of this the wrong side. So I'm going to come up and out through the wrong side to the front. What that does for us is that hides our big old knot. Look at that. I like big knots, and I cannot lie. Okay, so the running stitch. I like to think about this like a dolphin swimming through the water. So instead of like running, we are going to be a dolphin, and we're going to take our needle and we're going to go dive back down into the water. Now we know which side to dive in because this thread that's coming out, we want to be on the same side as where that comes out. That's where the side we dive in. So I'm going to dive in a small distance away, and I'm going to make my first stitch. There, my first stitch. Now I'm going to come up. I can come up real close to it, or I can come up a little bit further away. That all determines the look of it. So, and why do I call this a dolphin? So we're above the water, we're diving down. Once we're under the water, I'm going to flip it over. Once we're under the water, we're going to dive back up. See how I'm diving back up out of the water? Alright, now I'm right-handed, so I'm going from right to left because that's just easier. Now, if you want to make small stitches, you take small little dives very close to where you came out. And then you can come back up right next to that and make a smaller stitch. If you want to go faster, you go multiple stitches at a time and try to get the same amount that you want for the whatever look you want. Right? It's that simple. If you want to make it nice and straight, because I can't do that naturally, I would draw a line with some disappearing ink and a ruler wherever you want your stitches, and then you just keep yourself driving on the line and you'll drive straight, not get pulled over for erratic driving. Okay, or erratic swimming, I should say. Alright, there's another example of a quick running stitch. Now you have to make sure that you're not pulling too tight, because if you pull on it, it will do this, which sometimes we want. If you want to make a gather for like a curtain or something, you could do that. But for this regular old running stitch, just to stitch something together, you want it nice and flat and even.